Are we in sync?
Yeah.
Bye, bye, bye.
Not the right band. Thank you.
Michael's a Backstreet Boy for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a backdoor boy without
Damn
question.
it! Fuck! I'm
All
so
right.
close.
Yes, Michael, you can talk about your holes and being a backdoor boy whenever you'd like.
Bye, bye, bye.
More
I
like
wish I
cry,
knew
cry,
the other
cry.
songs they did.
Michael wants to be your backdoor man.
Tell me why Michael is like this.
Ain't nothing but a heart rate.
Psychologists have tried, but none have succeeded.
He's just searching for the next quick fix. He doesn't care if you. He doesn't care if you hit bottom or if you stretch out the sides. He just needs it.
I'll dive in no matter what.
Wasting away in Rock'em Rectumville.
Damn near killed her?
Vil.
Indeed. And
Phil.
damn near Kilderville. Is that in New Jersey? Down the road from Hoboken?
No, that's the second artist that asked to be removed from Spotify if Joe Rogan stayed.
How terrible.
Yeah, there
And
you
on
go.
the subject of Joe Rogan, hello, COVID, my old friend.
Right when you thought you were out, it
Why are
pulled
you
you
screaming?
back in.
My ears.
Did you get
they're
that
bleeding.
ivermectin I sent you, Shane?
I had a whole different brand of horse pill.
Uh-oh.
And, as of right now, I neigh and whinny.
A
Yeehaw.
suppository?
Indeed.
So, you feeling all right there, buddy?
Yeah. I'm actually, I don't mean to speak ill of a virus, but I mean, I feel like the swine flu hit me harder.
Dude, I told your swine flu story to my coworker the other night because I was, it was right when you and I were texting.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, he got swine flu? I was like, if you can believe it. And it was, I don't know. You can go back
He
and
was alive for that?
I mean, what's furthermore is like I chose to get swine flu because that's how much of a cocksure, dumb motherfucker I was. Where I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna walk into a room with someone who is on their deathbed, who told me to stay away, and I'm like, nah, I'm fine. I'm just gonna sit 2 feet from your face for about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna walk out of this unscathed.
Cough in my mouth.
Breathe on me. I got an immune system.
My
That's what
holes.
it's for, right? My holes.
Cough in all the holes.
Oh, God. He's
how
going
I,
up spread cheeks. Just cough in there, man. I need my immunity.
That's how I know Shane and I are well met. Because it's
Uh-oh.
the it didn't fall off approach to life.
Oh,
Yes,
because he did
indeed.
the same thing at the same person.
I'm not walking away from this for nothing. Speaking of being well met on the road, hi, all cumslingers, and welcome to another downtrodden installment of this, the Disinformed podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
and we are broadcasting from the depths of my sinuses, so enjoy.
I had this like
Dive,
weird
dive.
thought. We've now been doing this show remotely longer than we ever did it in person.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking
Well,
crazy.
we've been- That's been the case since like
I know.
a couple of months after the first anniversary. So
Right, but like, I think Courtney and I had like all four of us have only done like 2 episodes in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Interesting.
And we talked about chicken makers the entire time. So
Indeed, we did.
yeah, it's a convenience factor. I think that we all don't have to trek over to Michael's unclean home and deal
It is
with any of
nice.
his nonsense. Then
It is
why
nice.
I want to
not
be here? Mm-mm.
puking into the bathtub and
And
all?
Courtney would have to leave her sex dungeon.
Yeah.
True.
Why would I do that?
Yeah.
everything-
Self-imposed exile.
She has everything that plants crave in the sex dungeon.
Lubricants?
Uh,
Amyl nitrate?
yeah,
Like,
I've got super glue.
Mm.
Ooh.
Okay.
I've got, this is really funny actually. So these are these like tiny little clamps that I bought, and
Nipple
Jonah
clamps?
thought it would be funny to put on his nipple. These things are so strong, and he hurt himself. It was so funny.
Tore his
It's-
nipple
it's-
right fucking
Right
off.
off.
I was gonna say, is that why the super glue's
Like-
in there? Because you had to fucking put his nipple back.
Glue it back on.
I got
Fell
a
off
thing
again.
of googly eyes to replace the nipple.
And for the listener, she is holding up these literal things that are sitting beside her bed.
Well,
then
what better way
she's-
to spice up the bedroom than
She's also
googly
got-
eyes?
There's some Gorilla Glue right there to help with Jonah's hairstyle as well. So
That's
it's
right.
Man.
Perfect.
I got a knife.
Oh, that's not a knife.
Dude, culinary kinks are so weird.
Yeah, I know. It's different.
Enjoy the rolling noises. No, that's a knife.
Oh my god.
That is a nice knife.
Oh, that's a nice knife.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
fuck that knife.
Oh, I can't wait to use that fucker.
I can't wait for that knife to be inside me.
I can't either, Michael, to be completely honest. That's why I bought the fucking thing.
If you want the knife to be inside me, leave a comment and review.
Like and subscribe. We'll skin Michael's ass right on this bloody podcast.
Wee. Make me a skin suit, Daddy.
Done and done.
Make me a skin suit, daddy.
Why is Goodbye Horses suddenly cute in the background? What's happening? Oh, wait. Was he a really bad podcaster?
Oh my god, the picture of you as a literal fucking T-Rex.
Someone moved. I'm going to mispronounce every word I say.
Courtney, do you know the socials off the top of your head?
All of them.
What?
List them.
For
Name
the
5.
fan art?
What?
Do you know the socials?
No,
Name
off the top of my
5.
head, I can pull it up. I think it's. Hold on.
Well, Superfan Stevens, it goes by Squid Ink artwork, so you can find that pretty readily.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. But yeah, that legitimately had me rolling when I...
Because you were the youth pastor in that picture?
He just made everyone dummy thick.
Oh, no. He made Shane, like, dummy thick with, like, 10 C's there.
Them
No,
thighs, though.
he has seen my thighs regularly
Ooh.
in those tight pants I wear, so
Oh.
those are actually proportionately accurate.
I was going to say...
Daddy? I mean, daddy? I mean,
daddy?
daddy?
Choke me, Daddy.
Man, have you not been let out of your cage in a while, Michael? What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm just lonely, okay?
Just a prom night
Sorry.
dumpster gimp suit over here. Just,
Well,
I don't
that's
know
how
what's
I was
happening.
conceived and born.
I come from
I've
a
seen
proud
high school
long
that it
line.
happened.
You have seen that? Well,
I come from
they
a land
didn't
down
go
under.
to they didn't go to that high school. They went to Greenway and Moon Valley.
I bet.
Yeah, they did.
Well, actually, my mom graduated from
Moon
Alhambra,
Valley.
so that's even worse.
Ooh, that is worse.
She knew how to cuss a person out in Spanish 10 different ways. Anyway, that's neither
So what
here
you're
nor there.
saying is you come from strong breeding stock.
What are you, Duncan, Idaho?
Maybe I do like my potatoes.
I was gonna say you and I have got a lengthy conversation to have where other people aren't present, so we don't bore them to tears. But yeah,
I think
I'm not your stud.
yeah,
I sure hope not.
you don't have to commit to plans on air, but I think that would be a nice celebratory "you don't have COVID anymore" event. Is to meet up. I can have a beer, you can have a coffee, and we can talk about nerdy shit for an hour or 6.
Indeed,
I
indeed.
thought you were going to say we can cough in each other's mouths without any fear.
You, Janice.
Michael.
John is the only one of the band that's now still unscathed,
Dude,
so let's not wish that on him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If I haven't already had it and just didn't fucking know, I have no idea.
Same.
I don't know how. Speaking of like coughing in people's mouths, I have no fuck. Like I had somebody over the weekend like lean
Cough
in.
in his mouth.
No, they leaned in. They're talking like super close to me, probably within like 3 feet of me. And they're like, "Oh yeah, I had COVID like a week or so ago, and I'm feeling a lot better now." And And I was like, "You leaned in
Get
to
the
say this
fuck
to me?"
out.
I was like,
Are
"Go."
we
Or
conspirators?
my coworker was next to me, and he goes, "Did you just say that you just had?" He's like, "Go, get away from me. Go, get away. Go. Bye, COVID. Bye." Yeah, I don't know how I haven't fucking gotten it yet.
Yeah, it's an interesting dilemma. Half of the people that I work with all seem like we went down simultaneously. In particular, like most of the people who have been lamenting the fact that we're just still out there not enforcing mask nonsense while still requiring folks to wear masks, which is just a bizarre dynamic. But anyway, I digress.
No.
So, good luck, friends and neighbors. It's very pleasant.
It's great.
Yeah, very much so.
It's beautiful starting recitations at the university I teach at and being told, yeah, we can't even recommend that they go online.
Yeah, because we don't want to lose any money.
Yeah, we could just say, there is online if you want.
It's an option.
But we don't recommend it.
I wouldn't try it.
Yeah.
I also wouldn't recommend going to this university, but obviously you're beggars, not choosers. Yeah, we just live in a bass-ackward state, friends. I hate to tell you. I have never wanted to be Canadian more in my life.
Agree. I don't know why I was going to say touche. Touche?
I'm not in a place to judge here, Michael, because I'm having a beer with this episode. But how many?
I'm not in a place.
How many beers have you had today?
8.
No.
Oh, you weren't asking me. Okay.
How good?
Okay, I have a problem, John. Leave me alone. We've already discussed this.
How good does Daddy Michael feel today?
Disgust.
I'm avoiding problems. Okay, leave me alone.
God,
I think I'm at 6.
6.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
But 7 different beers today because I'm James fucking Bond.
Do they count if I take them as a suppository?
No.
Yeah, you can take them rectally.
It's the poopo
you absorb the alcohol a lot faster that way. So
that's why I tried it.
Enjoy your hospital trip.
They won't accept me.
To the friends and family of Michael.
They already know my problems.
Our congratulations, because condolences aren't necessary. We've all been waiting for this moment.
Your weight has been lifted.
I hate to disabuse you of this notion, though, because that dumb bastard did not have any insurance to his name, so you won't be getting anything other than relieved of his presence.
It actually costs you more for him to be gone.
Because he did attempt to donate his body to science, and they sent it back.
They're like, what is this? We can't use
With a surcharge, they were like, actually, you need to pay us.
You got to pay the shipping on this shit. We didn't accept the charges.
Furthermore,
we only accept human donations, so I don't know why you sent us plant life.
What they actually said was, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Where'd this alligator come from?
Oh my god.
We could still make nuggets out of it, though.
Unlike me.
And how?
Oh my god. Speaking of nuggets. Courtney,
yes, indeed. Yeah. Well, speaking of things you don't need, we don't need fact here. Because what we typically do on this show is we delve into random esoteric nonsense, and in the course of explaining it to one another, we lie. Occasionally, that is our shtick. It has held us well, and I'm happy to note that non-COVID John has coughed more on this call than I have already. So, I'm worried for you, friend. Yeah. But we do not allow you to leave this show just completely ill-informed, I am afraid. We do have a little denouement at the end. We'll explain what we lied about and why, and hopefully it's clever. We got Courtney up this week, so we got a better chance of it than we do in many instances. But what are we chatting about today, dear madam?
Well, I figured since, for some reason, I keep having to follow up Michael episodes and, like, being left to clean up after him, I figured let's stay on the sexy beast train. Let's keep going, because clearly that went so well the last 2 weeks.
Ouch.
And it helps that, like, growing up, I was the weird, like, animal obsessed girl. And so we're going to talk about weird animal stuff.
Why?
Okay, is this Furries Part 3?
You babies ain't nothing but mammals. What?
This is better.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was very curious as to if someone was going to pick up the mantle of the doggy style for me, but we'll just leave that where it is.
In this script, I wrote like 3 times, sorry, Shane, it's not doggy style. So I do think you really will appreciate this.
I appreciate that.
I was also challenged by Dewan to try to, like, gross you guys out for some reason. He thinks that would be funny. And I just don't think he knows any of you well enough because I don't think that's possible.
No.
I wrote a whole episode on shoving eels up your ass. Like, I don't think you can get me grossed out.
Yeah.
You
Personal
haven't been to
pastimes
public
aside.
school, and it shows.
The shit I've seen.
We call that the Peoria back hug, I think is what it's referred to as.
Yeah. That's what they call it back in the day.
Oh, actually, no, it was the Peoria off-ramp. I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Yes.
That is a roundabout.
I'm glad you guys are all in this mood because I really think that's going to fit this topic because this is just going to be a giggle fest. So buckle in.
I'm
said
on
that-
drugs.
You said that like you're our therapist.
Yeah,
you
I
guys
am.
are in a mood
I have
today,
4
so-
lies for you guys today. And we're going to talk about animals because I think that's going to be really fun. So I was recently listening to a really uplifting podcast about global warming, and it was talking about how the ocean and the pH levels changing is affecting marine life. And while doing that, it was like, let's educate you on some weird marine life sex habits because maybe then you'll care about throwing plastic in the ocean. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I'll care now. That is what it's going to do it.
Wait,
We
we're
spit
talking
on each other's faces during sex. We're not going to worry about whether we drop plastic on top of things that copulate.
We're talking
Unless
about
it helps them
fishing?
get off, in which case I will dump tons of that shit in the ocean
So we're talking about fishing and fucking today.
at the same time.
Amongst other things.
This
or
podcast
just plain,
has everything.
yeah, just fish fuckery or fishmongering, depending upon your personal preferences.
Fish speakings,
Exactly.
Yes.
Back to that
And one
Led
of-
Zeppelin swordfish story again.
And I was so pleased to find out how many different species have like super spicy maneuvers. And I think going away from this, you're going to be telling all your friends because you're going to learn so much.
Yeah, seahorses are like porn stars, man.
I just hope I don't jack off.
I am
Uh-oh.
afraid we might have to do a couple hand checks.
Can you remove his camera so I can't see this? It'd be too spicy for me. Oh, I said turn off the camera, man.
And y'all
got a
using
family.
y'all using that word like you don't know that I realize you're mispronouncing it, right?
Camera?
Jacking off?
I'm not gonna make Michael have to edit. Again.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah. There
All
we
right,
go.
guys.
Well,
All
he's
right,
back on
let's
his
get into
bullshit,
this.
guys.
I know he's
Still gonna have
feeling
to
better.
bleep me because otherwise, folks are gonna be getting our inside
They'll
jokes
know.
here.
Yeah, yeah. They will. If you don't bleep it, they'll know. So yeah, he has an edit.
Yep. You're welcome. Slow on the uptake, friends. So, show us how them fish fuck.
All right, let's do it. So we're going to kick things off with the anglerfish. You may recognize the female anglerfish as the scary big teeth nightmare that dwells deep in the ocean.
And they got
for
that
those-
disco ball.
Exactly. They've got their little dangly light off their forehead. For the cultured among us, if you've seen Finding Nemo, you'll recognize this fish.
And if you have listened to the Magnus Archives episode that we read, which was entitled Anglerfish, then, you're familiar already.
Perfect. But what you rarely see is the male anglerfish. Or maybe you have seen one and you just haven't realized.
It's called the Danglerfish.
I mean,
Damn.
one source does call them a ball sack with a pair of eyes. So you're not wrong.
So it's Michael.
Yeah, I was gonna say describes.
Yeah,
And
I bet
I
you
will-
won't draw that fan art.
Please don't.
Guaranteed.
Good lord.
I literally wrote, I think we all have met at least one person that fits that description. So, Michael, thank you for being that person in our friend group.
There's always one.
I was just going to say, usually it's someone who's suffering esophageal cancer and had to have a jaw removed.
Fuck me.
I don't even think the cancer kazoo can help in that case. I think we're past that.
I can't do it.
Lord, I apologize.
Fixate my face.
Ooh, yeah. I see. You guys probably should have stopped me from doing this.
Continue.
You should have been more responsible. You know better.
We tried.
You've seen me, Slappy.
We just want to give the people what they want.
Cancer. Yes.
Karen?
So the male anglerfish, once he finds a female who can be up to 60 times his size,
Same.
he bites onto her belly, and his
Same.
mouth begins to dissolve and fuse with the female.
What? Hold on, sorry.
Tag yourself in this picture. It's me.
You guys are going to have a rough time with this episode.
Oh no.
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah. So once he meets a female, he bites onto her belly and his mouth begins to dissolve and fuse with her.
Same.
John's
metal.
like, I haven't tried that yet.
That's really metal.
Yeah. Yeah. This is called sexual parasitism. So basically, his only purpose is to attach onto her and be sperm. Like, that's it. That's his whole thing.
I have a name.
I was going to say, I've seen this happen before out in the wild.
Oh, wow.
You know, for context, not to
terrifying.
completely just go off the point, but for those who have seen it, you'll appreciate the mental state that I'm in. I just finished watching The Last Duel, like minutes before I got on here.
Is it worth it?
Oh, it's great, but it will make you reappraise your masculinity.
Okay.
If you are not familiar with what the conceit of the actual film is, you're gonna really enjoy it.
Okay.
Because they espouse 3 different character perspectives in the course of telling the tale, and they change dramatically from person to person. So when you get
Gotcha.
to the last one, they make a very it's not a subtle point they're making, and it cuts you to the quick, as it were. Great film though.
All right,
But I'm a
well,
Ridley Scott goon. So anyway,
I will watch it.
I'll stop digressing. Please talk about the sucklefish.
There have been some females that have been reported to have up to 8 males hanging off them at one point.
Not shocking.
Nice.
Yeah. And so once they're attached, they're not going anywhere. Their bodies begin to atrophy and they melt into a cute little ball sack hanging off the side of a female fish. That is until the female fish gets tired of carrying around so much baggage. Then she goes to nearby rocks and coral and uses that to scrape off the remainder of the male because she no longer needs him.
This is like a Tinder profile come to life.
I was going to say, did you find this topic or the podcast itself on like the boss bitch side of TikTok? Or?
No, so this was it was another feed. I think it was the Heavyweights podcast on Spotify, and then they shared an episode from another podcast that is specifically every episode is about a different facet of global warming. But then once they started talking about weird animal reproduction, I was like, oh, I can list like 6 other animals that do like weird mating things. Like, let's make this an episode. I think this will be really funny.
Hell yeah.
Can we also just talk about how terrifying the visual will be if you are being attacked by a female anglerfish that's got 8 dingle-donks of death just with off of her body? As you got the little light that comes into view first, and then there's just this giant multi-testicled thing whirling your way.
Is that bullshit though? Are there 8 up to 8?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, like they said, they can be up to 60 times the size of a male.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, they're barely even testicles at that point.
Right, and some of the
it's like
pictures
fine
I saw,
hairs.
like one fish was like still partially fusing with her, and then she had like other little ball sacks hanging off of her, and like it was gnarly. Like, you think that fish is gross, but then when you realize why it's gross, it's just like way worse.
Yeah.
And I mentioned before Finding Nemo, because we know the anglerfish from that movie. Clownfish are spicy little fellas as well.
Okay. What did Nemo's
Clownfish are
dad do?
all born male. When a pair mates, the larger, more dominant fish goes through a sex change and becomes a female fish so they can begin reproducing. Once that fish changes to female, they can change back based on species needs. So let's say, all of the females die out. Oh, crap. Looks like half of us are going to need to go through a little bit of a sex change to keep the species going.
Life finds a way.
Yeah.
just trying to think of like what that would equate to with humans, and that would just be like me going up
Prison?
the chain. Yeah, me going up the chain being like, I'm gonna fuck the dick off of you.
Literally.
Not wrong.
And then he's like, no, I'm going to fuck the dick off of you.
No, it'd be less work to get mine off, I assure you.
Now
Oh.
kiss.
Yes.
If you've ever had to pluck someone's eyebrows, it's basically the same process as removing my dick.
Well, hopefully you have some super glue for after.
I've come to terms with how I am. It's fine.
Oh, fair enough.
That's for the best.
Mhm.
Clownfish live in groups and are considered a very social fish because they live within a sea anemone and other fish can't enter their homes. And so, like I said, once the female fish, if she dies, then the next large fish takes her role. So if you think about Finding Nemo from that perspective, there's more than one reason he was trying to find his son.
Damn.
Okay, all right. Well, incest is the best.
Put Nemo to the test.
Roll Tide.
And the enemy of my anemone is my enemy.
Yay! Aw, you just made me ink.
Whoa.
There's first time for everything.
Woof.
Did you experience the little death?
Oh, fucking it.
All right, so our next contestant up is going to be the Lobster, because I
My
bet you
bubbles.
didn't know.
Great movie. Great movie.
I bet you didn't know that they are true romantics. I mean, the effort they go through to mate is pretty impressive. The female starts.
The female farts.
I'm in.
I'm
Fuck
sold.
me.
There's no way that's getting edited out.
God.
Jordan Peterson somewhere is like, John is in fact a lobster. I wrote a whole chapter on this.
God damn it.
Well, fuck that guy for one, but good joke.
I got a case of the Michaels.
Uh-oh. It's incurable. Just accept your fate.
Hashtag lobster farts from this point forward.
Anywho,
Cancel
the
me,
female
Lobster.
starts by finding the male with the nicest home. She needs a man that's going to provide for a hot minute because love is fleeting.
Did
So
they have a chicken coop for her?
I hope so. She posts up outside his house and starts peeing to get him used to her scent.
Okay. Sounds like
It's legit.
Tinder. All right.
Yeah. One article I read mentioned that it was like mutual golden showers, but the article that I used as my main source just says the female specifically takes on the role of getting him used to the scent.
Now I understand why you have to pay so much for these fucking things.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, and that's tip of the iceberg right there.
It's a nice lobster, Shane. It has fucking papers. It's not taking your
Yeah.
turn.
Well, I'm not buying it a beer either.
Not renting a juice, dude.
Mm-hmm, indeed. Shomer Shabbos. Can't eat crustaceans. I'm Jewish, okay? I converted when I married Cynthia.
Meta.
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't understand. So once he gets used to her scent, he'll come out of his home and he'll engage her in a boxing match.
That's bullshit.
And then that's not bullshit.
Wait, is the pissing bullshit? I
No.
just want to. Okay, I wanted to cover my bases here.
So you're the
All right.
dumb
about-
bitch that's been peeing on my lawn, huh?
You come to my house and piss on my yard
What is this, Hoboken?
on
Look
the
at-
day of my daughter's wedding.
Look at what they've done to my lawn.
Look how they massacred my lawn.
Damn, dude, lobsters are gangster. I love it.
Oh, just you wait. It
Oh,
gets
no.
better.
Also, this is the
Um,
best day I could have chose to drink a beer while we do the episode. Perfect.
So during their boxing match, eventually he's like, all right, you're worth my time. And he tenderly strokes the back of her shell with his claw. She enters his home and sheds her shell, which leaves her very vulnerable. Once she's strong enough to handle it, he flips her over and they do it missionary style. Sorry, it's not doggy, Shane.
I disagree.
Stab me in my eyes, you beautiful bitch.
Is that bullshit? Because to my recollection, there are actually very few species on this planet that can have coital relations facing one another.
And lobsters are one of them.
Okay, well.
And part of the reason for that is that lobsters don't have penises. They have they're called swimmerettes that just deliver the sperm into a fanny pack-like organ on the female.
Okay, well, I
Hey,
can see
bitch.
why we were likening them to Italian Americans earlier.
Hey, bitch, I need you to hold something.
Exactly.
Also, I came to a really weird, like, the fact that we make these jokes constantly, it just occurred to me, and John, you're going to appreciate this. It is official that Sopranos Season 8 was essentially just the Trump administration. If Tony Soprano was elected president, that would essentially be what happened.
That'll make sense soon to me, I'm sure.
Yep.
I cannot wait. Yeah, I have a song for you guys that I found that includes the Sopranos, and I'll send it privately. But
Oh, hooray.
it's a TikTok that Shane needs to see.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Anyway, continue.
All right,
Lobster piss.
so he deposits the sperm into her little fanny pack situation. Now she's got the goods. So over a course of a few days, her shell will reharden, and then she takes off. No child support needed. Like, that is the end of their fleeting romance.
Who ordered the lobster piss?
I can't get over how much I want to see an animated short of this. But with Shane doing the voice acting.
Of the lobsters.
Oh, you bitch. Get off my lawn before you catch these claws. Get out of here.
All right, guys, we're going to take things to land for a little bit.
Oh, no.
Give you a little reprieve from the ocean, but we'll go back to the ocean later on. The Antichinus is the worst possible name for a tiny, cute, mouse-like rodent native to Australia.
Bless you.
Antichinus.
Antichinus. I looked up pronunciation.
Not hungry, thanks.
And for this little guy, sex is a violent, frenzied, once-in-a-lifetime affair. Michael, could you go ahead and tell us more about that?
Well, considering that I haven't had it yet, it's very difficult for me to explain it. But I know that once it happens, I will die.
So what he's
that's
saying
perfect.
is, when I showed up, she already had a kid. And it was very difficult for me to manipulate her into causing that to occur again. And so it's just a lot of begging and crying.
It's a big
You
brain
want
play.
another one?
Seeing
What
also.
the fuck is wrong with you?
We don't have $45 to spare.
Not anymore, we do.
See also getting as much pussy as Joseph.
Cut by
Exactly.
God. Hashtag.
Exactly.
Hashtag.
So, Michael, I
Trademark.
think you're going to have a lot to learn from this little rodent because, let me set the scene.
The shotgun blast.
It's a
I got a
month before
notebook.
his
I'm ready.
first birthday.
I'm ready.
Oh, good. Yeah, take notes. It's a
It
month
literally
before his first birthday. His body completely stops producing sperm, but his testes are full, and he's a virgin.
Ooh, blue balls. That's a bad sign, okay?
What is a mouse to do?
Come.
How
Scream
about
Kelly Clarkson.
Well, no, you don't want to get too excited because then it'll all leak out and then it'll be over.
Speaking from experience.
wow?
Kelly Clarkson, I mean, like, pretty close to my last name
Yeah.
and Roll Tide and all that.
Since you've been gone.
I can
So-
for the first time.
You're so moving on. Yeah. Thanks
so
to
sorry,
you, I can
Courtney.
splooge when I want.
I'm so sorry, Courtney.
I did this. I brought this on myself. This is
You
my own
actually
doing.
truly did.
If you don't mind, sir, I'm going to power down for a while.
Oh, fuck.
So
Sorry.
our little rodent friend is going to go on a 14-hour sex rager. That's how he's going to handle his problem.
Rumspringa.
Anything that moves.
This
Uh-huh.
is where it distances from me because I'm like 1.4 seconds. I'm not 14 hours.
Oh my God. Well, You're going to find out that maybe 14 hours was a bad choice because during this time, he mates with as many females as possible to continue the species. Before his hair starts falling off, the testosterone in his body becomes overwhelming. He starts bleeding internally. His immune system fails as he develops infections and gangrene. And then he goes into shock.
You just described the last 10 years of my life.
Well, females will no longer accept him as a partner at this point because he's gone batshit, so...
I'm sorry, Melissa.
Sorry, God.
Can I call bullshit on the gangrene?
It's not bullshit.
Oh,
Does his
all right
hair
then.
actually fall out?
It does.
Wow.
Does this testosterone overwhelm his body?
It does.
Testosterone.
Testosterone. It's like Roborone.
Oh,
but-
yo, can I get a testosterone
testosterone
with extra
over here.
Parmesan? Got me a new car. It's a testosterone.
This goes on until his organs completely give out and he dies. And speaking of his organs, his sex organs are actually really interesting as well. The Antechinus has a two-pronged penis. Each head is directly linked to one testy. This allows him to mate even more females because as one recharges, the next one's ready to go. His species and his life depend on his performance in the sack, so it's nice to have options.
It's like milking a cow.
Exactly.
Cover
But
your
they
eyes. I
die-
can't name this one.
And they have to because no males live past 1 year old. Like the whole species. Like this is the only reason that males live is to die.
Okay, it's the Kobayashi Maru. It's the unwinnable scenario. That
picturing
sounds
a mouse.
like...
I'm picturing a mouse, Captain Kirk, being like, "I found it. I survived."
Can we bullshit on two dicks? Just because I have to say that phrase.
That is
Bullshit on
bullshit. Well done. So that is actually loosely based on the anatomy of snakes. Male snakes have a two-pronged sexual organ because female snakes have multiple wombs, essentially, and can store sperm for up to 5 years.
It's also because they're the spawn of the devil.
So what you're saying is that
Hail
Jonah
Stan.
and snakes have something in common.
He's got a
What?
Venom?
What?
Jonah's got two cocks, doesn't he?
We don't talk about the other one. He keeps it in the closet, remember?
This is new to me.
Wow.
Maybe he only brings it out for you, bud.
Wow.
It's like the fine china. You only take it out for a special occasion.
And
God.
for the 6 people on the planet who are going to get this reference, for your information, you stuck it up your own ass.
I am not one of those 6.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Yeah, no, I didn't expect it. That's a very obscure reference, and I will keep that to myself.
You're
Thank you.
catering to Dr. Michael, is what you're saying.
I might be fishing. Pardon the pun.
If you got it, leave a review to say that you got it.
Fuck off, Michael.
I will, in fact, though, send you a Shane Hunt Award in the mail if you do get that.
Do you
quote.
still
So-
have some of those stickers?
I do. I have like 3 or 4 that are in my
I do
gig bag over here.
I do think that if that reference is got, I think you need to follow up on that.
Otherwise, I'll make new ones just
Yeah.
for this occasion.
They can be disinformed stickers.
Indeed.
Excellent. I think this next one may be more common knowledge, but male praying mantises don't have it much better. Male praying mantis begin frantically searching for a mate leading up to colder weather. Otherwise, they can expect a cold, painful death. Instead, he opts for a much more interesting death, which comes at the hands and mouth of his lover.
Hot.
Which makes me wonder if the one from Bug's Life ever got any. Probably not, because, one.
Well, wait, isn't he married to a moth or something like that? Am I remembering correctly?
What?
I have no idea
Don't
what the
think
fuck-
so,
No.
friend.
No,
oh my
I'm
god.
Not.
He's got an
Ignore
assistant
me.
because he does prestidigitization.
Can you do the caterpillar voice? The beautiful butterfly?
Ooh, candy corn. Let me help you to finish it.
Not bad. You truly do have that shit on lock.
I'm a beautiful little butterfly.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And this is what you can unlock with the power of sobriety, listeners.
Indeed. Technically, I'm rocking Dayquil right now, so I'm about 10% in.
Drink
Nice.
a Shane Weiser today.
So for the praying mantis, during sex, the female praying mantis will begin to eat the male. Sex takes a lot of energy, and she needs the calories.
Mm-hmm.
She starts with his head because praying mantis can continue the sex act even while being decapitated. One researcher found a very hungry female forgot to start the sex act before she started chowing down, and the dying male was still able to get the job done. It's pretty good.
Game respect game.
True respect.
Speaking of bug boys, I personally hate spiders, but the peacock spider is actually a pretty cute little guy. As you might guess by his name, he's brightly colored as a way to attract females. But he also has another trick up his sleeve. He's a dancer. And better yet, he's a dancer prepared to do battle. Because another male is present, and he's also ready to shake it. The battle for reproduction starts. This is one of the few times that size doesn't matter and talent is everything. So they start basically doing a dance battle, and they grab the attention of a passing female. Except she's not in the mood for stupid dancing. She has murder in her heart. Ultimately, one of the males will win the dance battle, and she'll murder the other one in cold blood. And this is no simple dance battle. Researchers have seen spiders dance for up to 50 minutes to try to win the female.
Holy shit.
Otherwise known as
Fire Festival, right?
Yeah.
Or even better, it's a step up 6, I think.
And so once she mates with him, she moves on with her life. And then if she lives another year, the cycle continues and more dance battles ensue.
Jessica Alba makes so much more sense to me now.
All right, our next contestant here on the dating show, because that's basically what we're doing at this point.
I'm fully erect.
Where is your preferred place to make whoopee?
The back of a Volkswagen.
That would be the butt. I believe that be in the butt, Gene.
It's actually pronounced debit.
Well, if you go into my command, you do accrue a debit. And you're going to owe me 100 Nazi scalps.
That is not a crossover, I think, that I would expect.
And I want my scalps.
Ladies man with Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, it'd be a very fun fission.
Sorry, you can't just throw fucking dancing spiders at Shane and myself and expect things to go well.
No, certainly not.
That's news to me. I didn't know that was a trigger, but I'll keep that in mind for future.
Trigger warning, dancing spider.
I haven't fucked a dancing spider in at least 10 years.
Indeed.
Oh my god.
Not with that attitude.
But when he did, she pulled the trigger on his love gun.
I think at this point we can all agree that bees have become the unofficial mascot of the podcast.
True.
So we got to know how they get it on. And sorry to disappoint, it's not fun for the males.
Aw.
Or doggy style.
No, it's not doggy style.
Why is it not?
Oh, it's not good. A male honeybee is called a drone, and his life's purpose is to wed and bed the virgin queen bee. And he will give it his all, literally. Bee sexy time happens mid-air. The queen heads out on her nuptial flight, that's what it's literally called, in search of a mate, and the drones begin to swarm, all trying to be the Prince Charming of this flying ball. Finally, one lucky, or maybe not so lucky drone makes his connection. He extends his endophallus by contracting his stomach and wedges it inside her reproductive tract. He then...
Endophallus.
Yes, endophallus.
Hand check.
Oh, but wait, it gets better, guys.
Ooh.
He then ejaculates with such force that his junk snaps off, his abdomen bursts, and he falls to the ground and dies.
That's bullshit. That's his stinger. Or does
No.
that happen also with his genitalia?
You mean I can't fuck and I can't fight?
So the drones don't actually have stingers. They only have the endophallus because their only purpose is to reproduce.
Huh.
So
Wait,
if you've ever watched a plane get refueled mid-flight,
Yeah.
Huh.
And
Wow.
and after seeing this, the other males still think it's a good idea to participate in the bee orgy. The next drone removes the endophallus of the dead drone and repeats the process.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah, the guys are like, oh no, I can do it better. I won't die.
But furthermore, if that is the only purpose you have in life is to magic Mike your way into her heart, you're gonna goddamn try.
Yeah, I fucked his brains out last night.
And his body as well, apparently.
This goes on until more than a dozen drones have met their demise.
In a row?
Yes. They're
What a
they're dropping like bees. Like that should be the actual term.
What a sick path of detritus you would follow. Littered with the carcasses of guys who managed to, fuck their own brains out.
Oh my fucking god.
What a way to
My
go.
favorite day. Thank you, Courtney.
Uh-huh. And what about the rest of the drones who didn't have the balls to belly up to the queen? They get kicked out of the hive and eventually die of starvation.
Oof.
Because as one article says, honey is too precious to waste on sperm donors.
Okay. I
Fair
feel like I
enough.
more profoundly understand Ashnico after this as well. So.
You're not wrong.
That's, yeah.
Mhm.
She's
Agree.
crazy, but you like that.
Indeed.
Mhm.
I will deal with it.
And as far as the queen is concerned, this is her only one night on the town. Great.
Oh, okay. Got it.
The queen
I
is-
understand.
Hello,
queen
neighbor.
The queen is able to store the sperm of all the fallen drones for the entirety of her lifetime and will go on to produce up to 1.7 million offspring.
Okay,
Holy
wait.
shit.
Hey, can you permit me one really, really deep esoteric joke just for Shane?
Absolutely.
No.
What is she? Leto the second?
Or a spunk monk, if you will. He's
Anyway,
got
sorry. Bad news
cheeks
joke.
just buffering.
Yeah. Just recompose myself here for this. We've got one more animal that we're going to cover, and this is where all things go wrong.
Before
yeah.
you
Uh-oh.
before you dive into that,
Yeah.
is this about how you expected it would go?
Yeah.
Nice.
Podcasters who could meet you on any battlefield?
Yeah. Scraw!
Ah!
Squawk!
Shane, you got yourself a mustache.
Scraw.
Kill me.
Oh, let's go there then.
What are you, a bee?
Let's wrap it up with the sexual predator of the ocean.
Jonah.
The duck?
If only.
The sperm whale.
Close, but no. The dolphin.
Oh. Ooh.
You know why? Because dolphins are perverts and they should be on registries. And if somebody tells you otherwise, they're fucking wrong.
They are the
They're one of the
closest
few-
thing to our consciousness on the planet, so.
And they're one of the few animals that masturbates, right?
We're going to talk about it.
Ooh.
Dead fish?
Not specifically that, but one that I think
Oh.
is really going to appeal to your sensibilities.
Thankfully you said not that, because dead fish are not one of my sensibilities.
What?
So,
Bullshit?
just a quick Google search will bring up headlines like, can dolphins rape humans? Swimmers, beware of sexually aggressive dolphins. And a sexually frustrated dolphin forces a French town to shut down its beaches. Not so cute anymore, are they?
Same.
Unless you're into that sort of
To
thing.
what part, Michael?
I've shut down a French town before. Just standing on
with
the
a mass
beach like,
poisoning.
hey! Hey! Fuck me!
I don't remember that theory from Point Saint Esprit. The Dolphins did it.
Are you wearing a trench?
Well, because it's an inland town. It's not a beach town.
Yeah, when the Dolphins get there, that's why people thought they were hallucinating.
They swam up the rivers.
Desperate Dolphins.
Michael, were you wearing a tan trench coat and holding a boombox over your head?
Just standing there with the boombox like, ah, fuck me.
In your eyes has a totally different connotation when it's sperm.
Stop trying to fight me and fuck me.
I want to touch
burns.
the lightning. Oh! My corneas. My hole.
Oh my god.
Don't call
Well,
it
I'm
a
not allowed in
comeback.
France anymore.
It's been on my face for years.
So tell us about dolphins and not my sector.
A different Normandy invasion. Suddenly Churchill's speech has a whole different connotation. We will fight them on the land, on the beaches.
Same story, different beach.
Giant beach lantern. I get out. I'm like, hey! Fuck me! The German soldiers flee.
You know the best
I took the beach.
the best part about this, Michael, isn't even the visual, which is amazing on its own. It's the fact that you're in your office right now and your family's downstairs. And hearing your
And Harry
daughter,
Styles was there, and it was just, it was a good time.
your
He ran
daughter's
away
gonna,
too.
Your daughter's gonna go to school. And she's gonna yell at people.
Oh no. I can't post that. CPS will use it as evidence.
Single-handedly responsible for the downfall of the Third Reich.
I feel like
Dolphin dick.
Outside Hitler's bunker. Hey!
Oh my god! I have
He's
to
like,
take
"God,
this
no."
pill! Cyanide pill, quick! Dolphin dick over here is going to fight me to death! 99999!
he's in fucks the English language and the German language.
I'm crying.
His German shepherds at the front door like, why aren't we doing it doggy style?
What have I done?
I feel
So
like this
we
is a
got-
test on how adolescent our humor is, and we failed with glorious, glorious success.
Yes, yes. So this episode has spawned hashtag lobster piss and hashtag dolphin dick all in one fell swoop.
And we're not done.
You done good, kid.
Yeah, we haven't
Aw.
even heard about the crimes of a dolphin.
Baby!
He has a name. It's Zafar.
Okay.
Zafar, the French bottlenose dolphin, was described as a beloved pillar of the community until his sexual proclivities overtook him several weeks ago. An insider article reports.
How insider?
Are you sure his name isn't Kevin Spacey?
Oh no!
I mean,
Oh no!
Zafar the dolphin picked up and flung a woman with his nose and refused to let her swim back to shore. She had to be rescued by boat. The dolphin was estimated to have been about 10 feet long and could have weighed up to 250 pounds. And at that size, male dolphins can swim up to 20 miles per hour. So you can imagine this poor woman's distress when she realized she wasn't getting away.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, it's things that, because we can't see it, sound humorous just because of the mood that we're in. But then
Yeah.
you think about if you actually were to witness it.
Yeah. And this same dolphin was reported to try to rub up against other swimmers and also boats because, you know, when the mood strikes, you got to take care of it.
Okay.
I can't do this with a straight face anymore. As Michael mentioned previously, dolphins are one of the handful of mammals that self-pleasure. They masturbate because they're like, hey, this actually feels great and we enjoy it. And it turns out that beyond masturbating, researchers have taken it into their own hands, literally.
Oh, yay.
In the 1960s, one researcher named Margaret Howe Lovett was actually sort of kind of having a sexual relationship with an adolescent male dolphin named Peter.
Her last name was not Hal Lovett.
Yeah, it was.
So what did she do it for?
I
So-
love it.
For the hell of it.
That her story honestly could be an episode unto itself. It
Okay.
is just absolutely bizarre.
She just liked to get donked by the dolphin dick of doom.
From what I remember, because I did listen to another podcast that had mentioned her story, he would basically swim up to her in the mornings and she would use her hand to help him out.
Mhm.
And that was how their relationship started.
I mean, that's like many marriages.
Quid
Yeah.
pro pro, Luis.
What
Especially
friends
ones
do.
involving a broom.
Careful. Don't start making me cry on the podcast again. My heartbreak can only go for so long.
Once per couple years, please.
Yes.
So that was science in the 60s, I guess. That's just how they did things.
It's just called foreplay today.
Yeah, it's different now.
Good thing they invented that.
It's interspecies erotica, fucko.
I'm the stud.
All of a sudden, that doctor wakes up in the morning and she's like, Dolphin?
Quick, we need your help. All right.
I hear the sounds of a dolphin in distress. Or delight.
That's
I
just
can't
Peter.
tell.
Don't worry about him.
Oh,
That's
someone's
not
spanking
distress.
Peter again.
I've told the. Oh no, I can't tell that story because it was first and last names. Okay, never mind.
What?
You know, you can change those.
I can't. It's literally the punchline of the story because it's a little kid whose name lined up to essentially mean beating your dick in public, and he would run
Oh.
around saying his name at our family reunion, but he wasn't a Watkins. He was different.
Masturbator?
Close enough. I'll tell you.
You know, like how
I'll tell
there's
you later.
Coopers and Clerks and Clarks and all that.
I'll tell you later.
Or the football player, haha, Clinton Dix. That is a real name. I am not kidding. Look it up.
I'm not gonna type in Clinton Dix.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it.
Somebody isn't.
I'll put that in my
Something
Google
adventurous
search.
enough.
I saw all these penises this week.
You know
so
what?
Oh, okay. Got
Put
it. Yes.
Put it in the show notes.
Thank you. Ha ha. Clinton Dix with an X, not a
it's
CK.
hyphenated. Yeah.
Yes. It's Hashan Trayshawn, nickname Ha Ha. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
The more you know.
I mean, it's called incognito mode, you fucking noobs.
no,
Like,
I want Google to know
I have
this.
nothing.
I
I
want
nothing
Google to
hide
know
anymore.
this.
Yeah, I'm fully evolved.
I just
You
love
know,
confusing
ever
Google with
since
my
Sean
shit.
got the auto-populated porn and depression, I don't think there's anything that's going to surprise Google at this point.
they can't see me, Lois. I'm incognitish.
I've peaked
Literally.
On your mic?
with that attitude.
Google's like, so you've peaked. What next?
A lot of gain.
So you think you can peak?
So dolphins haven't just used human women to enjoy themselves. Much like Michael, male dolphins don't shy away from eels in their sexual forays and have been
I
observed.
fucking knew it. It all comes back to eels.
And they have been observed using live wriggling eels wrapped around their penises as a masturbation technique.
Bullshit.
Not bullshit.
It all comes back to eels.
It's my electric cock ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Literally.
Blah. Just blah.
Dolphins are known bisexuals. The males will befriend each other for mutual pleasure and then become each other's wingmen when it's time to find a female to reproduce with.
The Dutch rudder?
Hell yeah, dog.
And it's not just the males that are horny all the time. One researcher explains, quote, "The females will rub each other's clitorises with their snouts and flippers very often. It's not like every once in a blue moon you'll see females stimulating each other. It's actually like pretty common. Females also masturbate."
So
Bullshit.
We're talking about dolphins, John?
Oh, okay.
The tagline for this show is now Dolphins, the porn stars of the ocean.
Yes.
Birds aren't real, but dolphins are, and they be fucking.
I mean, sea life should be questioned. You were not wrong.
Show me on the dolphin where it touched you.
Yes, actually.
Oh, I'll show you a blowhole.
Oh no.
My holes.
My hole!
Speaking of dolphin anatomy, as far as the males are concerned, they have two slits on the underside of their belly that look like an exclamation point. The larger opening houses the penis, while the other one is home to the anus. Female dolphins have a 2-for-1 slit on their undersides that houses everything. Males are observed to impregnate multiple females a year using missionary. Again, sorry, Shane. That is facts.
Poor Shane, so disappointed.
Disgusted.
Oh, we were the only ones that got to do it. That
No.
special
I mean, the
way.
bonobos also share that joy. So, I mean, if you're paying attention.
The gestation period for a dolphin is a whopping 12 months, and they typically only give birth every 3 years. During birth, other female dolphins act as midwives and later become babysitters, probably so mom can go out and get it on again.
Really?
Yes.
Or they're just
12 months? That's crazy.
It's a long-ass time.
Huh.
Or the female dolphins are also just attempting to continue the orgy while this, birth is taking place.
We don't want to
Never let the party
assume.
die. Yeah.
Eh?
Hey, if it helps like move the birth along,
Exactly.
Never know until you try.
Like other mammals, female dolphins also produce milk, and the baby is born able to swim. So, right away, they're pretty much on their own. Taking care of their babies is solely done by the females because the male takes off to a French beach to harass the locals. Probably. That's purely speculation, but I don't think I'm wrong.
Same.
Hey!
My holes! Fill them!
And in somewhere else in a German bunker.
9.
Most interestingly, male dolphins don't actually reach sexual maturity until about 11 years old, while females reach it at around 9. On average, bottlenose dolphins live up to anywhere from 40 to 60 years in the wild, which gives them plenty of time to do the nasty. So maybe next time you're at the beach and you see a cute pod of dolphins swimming by, you should consider hiding your kids and your wife because they coming for you.
Because the dolphins be raping everybody out here.
Literally.
Walking into the ocean. Hey!
Well, I guess
Take me with you.
there's a bunch of incel motherfuckers that might fit right in, so I guess it just,
True.
Yes.
try it out.
All them, the Giga Chads, just need to wade out into the ocean and meet meet their brethren.
What was it? Safar? That was the
Zafar,
one.
yeah, with a Z.
Okay, yeah. An
Well-
incel approaches the beach. He rips off his shirt. This is a job for me. Just jumps into the ocean.
And then you'll be walking back out of the water going, so long and thanks for all the dicks.
I just really think that it puts a really insidious twist on paying to
40.
swim with dolphins.
42 dicks. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you brought
He
your
needs
towel.
his safety. Yeah. Damn it.
Oh, what have we
Man.
done?
I did swim with dolphins when I was younger.
I'm not
Now
shocked.
I can't look at them the same way now.
Did you touch one
That's
of
how
those?
you-
See
Yes.
those pictures? No. Thankfully.
Do you want to?
No. Thankfully.
Dolphin me daddy.
Oh god.
Over the course of the next 6 months, we start seeing like random like dolphin books show up behind him. Like a little...
All my books just get replaced with dolphin husbandry or something like that.
Michael, why do you keep putting in applications at SeaWorld?
What to do when your dolphin is expecting.
Expecting your butt.
So you're jacking off a dolphin by Michael Clark.
My summer in the French
Stop.
Riviera.
You spoiled my book announcement.
The physics of getting physical
When you're
with Michael Clark.
when you're
That sounds like a fantastic title.
when you're in the water, you can't tell the difference between H2O and dolphin cum. The Michael Clark story.
Or the new Alien tagline, in water, no one can hear you scream.
That's what I was thinking.
Or the Jaws tagline, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
It's just dolphin Michael. Hey!
The soundtrack behind it. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
And then cut to like a disco beat. Dun, 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 dun. Dolphin
Honestly,
dance party.
one of the worst things you really can get into your mouth is ocean water, because the number of animal species that just ejaculate into the water is extraordinary. Like, I read about one squid that his penis is so small that he has to just shoot little like sperm bombs out into the ocean and hope that one makes its way into the reproductive tract of another squid. And it's just really gross. Don't drink the ocean water.
Pearl diving.
I don't remember the show, but that is a bit in a show that I watched where they're like, "You don't drink water?" He's like, "No, fish piss in it."
Hey,
if you were
Dave,
real
I was like, Dave Matthews has been telling us to avoid that shit for years.
And Chicago will never forgive him.
Mm-mm. Well, if you were a real vegan, you wouldn't drink their home.
Ooh, that's true.
True.
That's true.
True facts.
Fucking
Yeah.
weirdos.
That's why I only drink my own piss.
Sterile, and I like the taste.
It's got what plants need.
Hasn't
I
cured
gave
my
myself
COVID,
permission.
but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you heard it here first. Shane, now that he is converted to COVID,
Can confirm.
You know it's a religion now, right, Michael?
He's a high bishop of COVID.
Indeed.
He's selling bottles of his own piss that are in fact the antidote to COVID, and we're
Excuse
selling
me.
them online.
I'm a COVID cardinal, Michael. Please get it right.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you can officiate weddings now, right?
I've always been able to officiate weddings. I just could do it with assholes now.
Huh. And you take this man to be.
I mean, technically the Camachos count, though. So, I mean, I should have said that from the start.
True.
And if you mail us $100, we will anoint you into becoming a COVID shaman. Stay tuned for the end of the episode where we'll give you the address is where you can mail your check.
We're going to send you COVID-laced bees.
True
Oh,
agents
shit.
of chaos.
But
Or
guys,
we have employed a dolphin.
Courtney,
Go
go
straight
ahead.
to your door.
that's all I had for you. That was my episode. Maybe part 2 if you guys like learning about weird animal sex.
Obviously.
Really fascinating.
No, don't take
Michael's
this.
never been this stimulated.
Obviously, I
True.
remember everything that we've ever talked about because I re-listened to every single episode.
Uh-huh.
I did tell you guys, was it last week, I think? Did I tell you about the chart of games? I think I sent it to Jonah, and it's games where you can fish and games where you
Oh
can
yeah.
fuck. That's what
Yes.
this episode was for me. It's like The Witcher 3, you can fish, you can fuck. Horizon Zero Dawn, you can fish, but you can't fuck. This episode truly was special to me.
Stardew Valley, you can fish and you can fuck.
No, listen, anybody who's fought a Thunderjaw for the first time without adequate shields knows you can get fucked in that game very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for the new one to come out.
Yeah,
Oh,
aren't we
yeah.
all?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what do we miss? Or do we
Yeah, do you have any
stabs?
stabs, guys?
Myself,
Shh.
my eyes, ears.
butthole.
Your blowhole?
My hole.
If you want it, I'll bring it
Knife
over,
me,
Michael.
Daddy.
Hey, just quick. I haven't finished that beat with all the O's that I got from you last week, Michael. But if you could send me a clip of you screaming "Hey" and my holes, I think I could make something pretty special.
Can you also plug some dolphin noises in there?
Michael, make a dolphin noise.
I think I heard. Fine.
You've done better.
Not
I
Woody
think I did.
Woodpecker, you silly shit.
Shane, why don't you give me a dolphin sample?
Oh, I already did previously. I just rattled the mucus around in my throat.
choose a selection. I'll make something special for you. It'll be your wedding present.
Yeah.
You're gonna love the way the dolphin tastes. You know what? Now I'm gonna eat a shit ton of tuna fish, because fuck those fuckers. Dolphins safe shit my ass. We're not safe from them. Why should they be safe from us? Swim into my net, you dopey bitch.
Holy shit.
Bunch of pervert motherfuckers.
So you're condemning them to die because they're perverts.
Hey, we punish rape in many ways in this country, not the least of which should be a net where we're trying to catch tuna. They tried to catch tuna too.
You're not wrong.
I can't argue with that point.
Again, sorry, I just watched The Last Duel, so my brain's in a weird space.
So
I have no stabs.
no stabs?
No stabs.
No.
All right. So the ones that you missed, I told you that the female anglerfish will use coral and rocks to scrape off the remains of former lovers. That's not true. They
just
dangle
fall
there
off.
until she dies.
Really?
Close.
Yeah. They don't
Okay.
shrivel up and fall off. They just hang
Just
out.
like barnacles on a battleship. They're just there for life.
Yeah.
All right.
Huh. So then it is rare for them to actually mate if they've only found 8 testicles attached to it. Or I'm sorry, sets of testicles attached to a anglerfish.
I think that was any one time, though.
So there
Well,
was
she
one
said
recorded
they're stuck
fish
on until she's dead.
that they found that had 8 pairs on her. And so from
Yeah.
their research, because they're so hard to come by, they don't really have a lot
True.
of data.
Or come
That's
with,
fair.
apparently.
Or come with, or on,
Or come
or
with.
around.
Or through.
Exactly. The next lie you guys missed is I told you that clownfish can flip-flop their gender back and forth. Once they go female, there's no going back.
Huh.
It's a one-and-done
Okay.
scenario. If you chose
Yeah.
that, you're the female fish now.
I guess that's an important credo to live by for anybody, I suppose.
You guys got the next one, or Shane got the next one, which
you.
is that
Don't let me in there.
the Antichinus does not have a 2-pronged penis. He has just a regular, like, boring penis.
Yeah,
but-
little stupid simp.
How
penis.
pedestrian.
But as I mentioned, that was loosely based off snake anatomy. And for snakes, it's called a Hemi Penis.
It's got a Hemi in it.
Yeah. It's revving. It's ready to go.
Got 400 horsepower.
Michael,
what
you cracked me up with pedestrian.
That was
sound.
really
Like
good,
it's
buddy.
pedestrian penis is just all in my brain.
It's a fighting rap
Clip
album.
that.
Yeah.
Pedestrian penis, yes.
And what I told you about the Hemi Penis was true. So it does have the 2 prongs, and they each are connected to one testy. So it's really great for when one runs out, you got the backup.
So what you're saying is you can't fail that testing.
Exactly.
I'm reloading.
And my
Time to get old
last,
painless out of the bag.
my last lie for you was almost the entire story of the spider, the peacock spider. So they do not have a dance battle. It's one spider trying to get the female to engage him. And the whole time that he's dancing, she's lunging at him trying to kill him. Until he eventually hypnotizes her to the point that she's like, yeah, I guess I'll get it on with you. That'll be fine.
So it's the lambada.
Can't catch me.
You can't catch me.
I've seen video of the thing dancing previously,
Doing this little-
so
he looks
that's
like
the
he's playing
only
the
reason.
drums.
Yeah, it's why I was not as incredulous about that as I should have been. Apparently,
And so with that too, she might decide to kill him still. So if she actually
Oh.
gets him, she will kill him. But if he dances and lunges out of the way, eventually she may decide to have sex with him.
Okay. So it's Basic Instinct all over again.
Yeah. It's a good time for everybody.
It's Spider Stone over here.
And
Wonderful.
those are my lies. But everything else you can go tell your favorite local bartender because animals have weird kinky sex.
Speaking of telling your bartender things, I learned
Oh.
I
some
thought he was
new.
going to say, speaking of weird kinky stuff.
I learned some new things.
I
this
wish you
weekend.
would.
So it was Saturday night, and it was around 1 o'clock in the morning, and a dolphin walked into my
Oh.
bar and fucked me over the phone.
I was about to say the previous story of the person with the wheelchair that broke down in the parking lot going,
Hey! Oh, no.
it was the progenitor dolphin. Like, it's
this-
there.
Anyway, this group of younger fellas were in there, and they had a couple girls as well, and they're probably in their like early 20s. I know one that I carded was like 22, so they're between like 22 to 25 years old, just probably figuring out how to be in bars. Again, it's 1 a.m. and they were nice enough, and then this group of Arcadia brats come and join them. Very snooty, like dressed like they've been to Old Town, like out dancing or in fine restaurants, but acting pedestrian. Michael.
Ooh, okay.
Shallow
okay,
and
I'm
pedantic,
intrigued.
yes.
So this
Yes,
girl
quite.
that I'd already served, and she was nice up until these people had shown up. I think like she started like trying to show off for like her snooty friends.
Oh,
Comes
Comes
God.
up, and she goes, "What sours do you like?" And she said it just like that. I was like, I don't even drink sours. I don't even like beer,
I don't even like beer. I actually don't even drink. I don't really know what I'm doing here. And then you just take your lunch break and you just disappear.
And then she goes, "Well, what, like, has number 20 been really popular today?" Or like, I was like, "Actually, you know what? Yeah, I was like 20. Like, I've sold a lot of that sour. People seem to be really liking it." She goes, "Are you lying to me?" I said, "Well, what purpose would I have to lie to you?" She goes, "Well, I don't know. Like, you're a bartender and you work here, so." I was like, "Are you saying because I work here that I'm a liar?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I go, and I did.
So why are you asking
So
my opinion?
I said this, and I had two regulars next to me, and they nearly spit their drinks out. And it's one of those moments that, like, I wish that you could bottle up, but without missing a beat. Yeah. And I was like, "You have really great people skills." Sorry, just Courtney saying to go tell it to your local bartender reminded me that I actually did have a story from being back at work this weekend.
I was gonna say, and see, you were slightly askew from mine, which my question would have been after this, like, who hurt you?
Right. Right.
Which bartender betrayed your trust?
Let's call your therapist and ask what they recommend you drink, okay? You uptight
Yeah.
cunt.
Yeah, it was
Jesus.
good times. Fucking hilarious. And speaking of Courtney, I did not know that I needed today until it happened.
Yay.
I truly, that was a lot of fun. And I
Yeah,
saw your
it's,
Twitter when you were writing it, and you were basically just fucking killing yourself with how much fun
I
you were
wrote
having.
this in an hour. Like, I sat down and I was like, this is it. This is what we're doing. This is going to be so fun. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Was.
Yes, it is certainly going to stand in the annals of our history here.
Hey! He gets
I'm walking here.
I'm Dolphin here.
I'm Dolphin. I'm flopping.
Guys, I'm so concerned about Michael being released into the world to chonk dolphins.
If I graduate this semester, that's
Is
what's
that what you're
going
to do on your honeymoon? Are you guys going to go swim with dolphins?
I'm going to go chonk with dolphins.
No, actually, Michael's changing his major right now.
Dolphin studies. That's not a degree. I don't give a shit.
I just want to fuck dolphins.
What degree will let me fuck dolphins? I'm switching to that.
Marine biology in the 60s, so.
We have limits for that, sir.
Oh, they
I
have
don't
no
give
limits.
a shit.
This is a
Statute
They'll
of
say when they're
limitations.
done. They'll say when they're done.
No, all you gotta say, Michael, is just, hey, listen, I'm only gonna be able to fuck for 41 hours straight, and I want to make sure that I go out with a bang. Pun intended.
This is a Wendy's.
Oh, I'll have a chicken sandwich then.
Michael will have a biggie bag.
Ooh, he looks like a biggie bag.
A biggie bag of shit.
I mean, not wrong.
And still getting a Frosty. Thanks.
Shane, thanks for being here today. When you're not,
Yeah, you know. I still sound better than Michael did that one episode where he was the entire time. So
Michael, Michael, you're sure that you have not had COVID?
I have never tested positive. That is all I will say.
So
That's what he tells his sexual partners too.
I also, yes, have never tested positive. So
Okay.
For testosterone.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So which one of us is going to go down first, Michael? There's a 50.
Probably
It's a 50-50 shot now on who's getting.
Well, is there a
COVID.
dolphin in the room?
I was gonna say, yeah, you
If
dolphins.
there's a dolphin, it's 100% me.
Hey, so can
I'm going
dolphins
down.
get COVID?
I'm yelling.
Oh, did you hear? So in China, there was an outbreak of COVID within hamsters, and they had to kill 2,000 hamsters that were infected with COVID.
Psh, no loss.
Why? Whoa.
I
I was about to be like,
That was
What are you
perfectly
eating?
such
good
a
eating,
heartwarming
Shane.
episode.
No, I was like, what are
Heartwarming
you,
episode,
Richard Gere?
and then-
Jesus.
Damn.
Don't mourn the hamsters, Argentina.
They're cute. They're cute.
Michael says,
Yeah,
pull them.
into your butthole.
I say, pull Russ.
Ooh.
Wait, did you call this a heartwarming episode?
Yes.
Yes, and then you had to just be a
Yeah.
Debbie Downer with those poor hamsters.
Warmed the cockles of his little heart.
My heart grew 2 sizes this day. Now I need to go to the emergency room.
Godspeed.
Put a quarter up your ass because you played yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't good. I'm sorry.
All right, then.
It wasn't your best effort.
No, certainly wasn't.
But after this episode, he is Superfly TNT. He's the guns of the motherfucking Navarone. And in fact, you're on brain detail, so your ass is getting in the back seat.
Get him
Well,
dead.
we hope that you've all enjoyed being here, because God knows we have, in spite of our various illnesses and mental fatigue. But,
It's called neurodivergent.
on you, maybe.
Oh, it's on me.
Kill it before it spreads.
tested and printed. Yeah.
You know that the brain is still the largest erogenous zone. Well, on you, maybe. All right. Well, friends, neighbors, dendrophiles, I don't know, all of you sick feathered fucks out there, thank you for being here for another delightful edition of the Disinformed podcast. If you're digging what you hear on this glorious little show, there is, of course, myriad ways for you to show us that. Like, subscribe, give us some love on any of the socials that you can find in the link tree below in the show notes. You can see anything that we do here, including our staggering world beater of a TikTok and our flumping fish of a Twitter. But just keep digging in. You can find wonderful stuff there. And of course, on the tubes of you, the occasional Wednesday, in fact several in a row now, you can find us over there for glorious Disinformed After Dark, where you can see us do this on camera like dolphins.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Like we do on the Dolphin channel.
Ooh, ooh.
Indeed. Notices dolphin. What's this? So, other than that, I think that's going to be sufficient to wrap us up like a court case over some dolphin dick. But thank you all for being here. And for Disinformed this week, I'm Shane.
I'm John.
I'm Michael.
I'm Courtney.
And zippity zoop, we're out of here.
Be safe out there, kids.